Good morning, friends. It's been a little bit, hasn't it? Oh, got a cat trying to jump up onto the bed. Hey, come on up. Come on up, Jumper. I keep mixing up our cat's names. Look, there's the cutie. There's the cutie himself. Anyway, I don't know what day it is because I lost track. It's a Sunday, so I assume that means. Can I see while I have the camera pulled up? I apparently cannot. It's Sunday the something. I'll probably put it in the title anyway. But I thought it was about time I started recording again. It's been a bit too long, and to be honest, I just it's not that I haven't felt up to recording. I've been wanting to. I've been kind of putting it off though, to be completely fair. But I don't know. It's not that I haven't been in the mood, like I said. I think it's more of a thing where I'm gonna go ahead and walk and talk. I think it's more of a thing where I just oh, it's so dark in the hallway. Oh man, my face is lighting up like Christmas tree. Uh, I just I've been dealing with a lot of stress lately in general. I mean, both Kayla and I have. My family is dealing with stress. Man, I almost just kicked you. And I just I don't know. It's been a lot. It's been a lot in general, and I think that stress is it it kind of snowballed. It started with small things, as it always does, until I used the wrong vowel there. It grew into something much larger. I found myself having a bit of an anxiety freak out for the past couple days, and hopefully those freakouts are no more. Yesterday was a pretty decent day. I did still have a bit of anxiety over just things in general. The house we're living in is going to be sold, so we gotta find a place. And that's always fun, isn't it? Just finding a new place all of a sudden. I'm sure we'll be fine, though. We've always been fine. But I guess, I don't know. I'm sure it's natural for me to be worried. You know what? I'm going to start coffee. I don't even give a crap. I can set the tripod down if I need to. But yeah, that's basically been our lives recently. Just a lot of stress. Okay, there's my water cup. It's gonna be a little tricky to do with one hand, but I'm sure I could do it. It's not that tricky, I guess. Travel, don't go in the sink. Trust me, you do not want to get wet. You're a cat. Alright, is that enough water? I think it is, yeah. Well, this is the most vloggiest vlog I think I've ever done. Like, just the most basic, oh yeah, this is just me going about my life, you know. Alright, we're gonna grab ourselves a breakfast blend to pop into the Keurig. And wait for the magic to start. We'll get away from there. Look at this little weirdo. He's getting right up on the coffee maker. And now we wait. I'm sure I'll still be talking by the time it's done, because that's how I go. Like I said, a lot's happened. I kind of wonder if I can actually reverse the video on my phone and make it to where things aren't mirror viewed to you guys. So you can see the time behind me on the microwave, but from my camera view, because I'm using the selfie mode, it is backwards. So maybe we'll change that. I'll see if I can. Who knows? But yeah, it's just been a lot of stress recently. I had to deal with tax issues because I filed my taxes back in March, but apparently the service I used didn't accept it. So they never actually sent it in, and I never got my return. And that was a month ago. Like, your returns are... Oh, Sorry, Jumper. Your returns are supposed to arrive within a month after doing your taxes, so that's caused a bit of financial stress. Oh, here's the coffee. Let's film the magic as it happens. Yeah, look at that. I'm actually gonna grab the creamer ahead of time now that I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead, pop open the fridge here, and grab ourselves creamer. But yeah, I had to deal with issues with the IRS. Had a very anxiety-ridden 5 hours while I was doing that. I know some people are probably gonna be like, only 5 hours? It's like, yeah, it sucked though, because I'm a natural optimist. I usually don't let things get to me very frequently, so if I'm stressing out about something for that long, it's gotta be pretty bad. But you know, after those 5 hours and freaking out and admittedly realizing, let's go ahead and stir. After admittedly realizing that I can understand why people would commit suicide over taxes or issues with the IRS, I eventually found a solution, finally, and was able to file my taxes properly. And I was just, like, once I finally got it done, I swear I felt a wave of relief wash over me. It was insane. And here we are, back in the regular spot. And this has been a long vlog, but I feel like I kind of owe it to you guys and myself to film a longer vlog, because lots happened in a short amount of time, and I guess I just kind of wanted to explain it all, because it's been a lot. That's for sure. And it's times like this where I wish I could prop my tripod up, but as you see, even when it's short, it like, I can set it down, but it's like, yeah. That's a thing. Anyway, I don't usually drink coffee with my right hand. Oh, there's a little coffee grain in there. No, don't go away, coffee grain. I'm trying to get rid of you. Oh, whatever. Alright. First sip of the day. That's some good stuff. We just recently stocked back up on coffee creamer, so that's been really nice. Oh, are you gonna jump up, Treble? Jump up, superstar? Such a cutie. You know, all this time we thought that cat was a girl, but Kayla looked down there and she's like, you know, maybe Treble's a boy. And he just has a really small thing, so maybe Treble? Are you potentially a boy? Are you a they? Are you non-binary there, Treble? Well, she escaped the side of the camera, so there's that. Yeah, it's been one thing after another with life. I'm sure you guys understand. That's how it always goes. But yeah, as you can see, got color changing lights over there on the screen because I have the meditation music thing up. And I would have put something else on, but the controller died overnight, so I'm like, you know what, might as well leave it on. Let's swap hands and take another sip of coffee. But yeah, as I'm sure you guys can tell, plenty happened in a very short amount of time. And I was thinking about recording vlogs multiple in a row and editing them together again. I guess I'll consider it a test run of Sony Vegas, because Vegas has failed me before on multiple accounts, but, you know, I also kind of like just being able to record and post whenever. So maybe I'll just keep this one up, you know? Just keep up this flow of recording. But yeah, we had tax issues, and then I had some work things to deal with. We're still in training at my new job, but we started taking actual calls, and They were nerve-wracking at first, but I really got the hang of them, to be honest. It didn't take long for me to get the hang of them. And today is my last day off, so that's nice. What? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, what day is it? But I literally talked about that earlier. About how I don't actually know what day it is. But, you know, it's whatever. It's starting to get a little bright out. Don't think you can tell from the way the window is right now, but it's getting a little bright out. Got a little bit of bluey coming in. We have a winter weather advisory in April. Oh yeah, today's April 10th. That's the date. We have a winter weather advisory in the month of April. And in Oregon, I don't think that's, at least where I've lived, that's never happened. Gotta love global warming. It sounds ironic to say global warming when it's a winter weather advisory, but I mean, global warming is, I guess it's better to say climate change. That's probably what it is. We've never had one this late. All I can hope for is that maybe it'll reduce the risk of fires in the summer, because we're kind of like California and we get a lot of fires in the summer. So that's my hope, at least. Anyway, it's early in the morning. It's 6:15, I think it says. My vision is not what it was. Oh no, it's 6:20. Okay. I'm not the spry spring chicken I once was when I was a lad. But yeah, that's a thing. That's been life, and this is the longest vlog I've recorded in a long time. I don't mind that. I don't think I've had just a proper talk with you guys in forever. Even if it's just been a lot of me doing regular mundane stuff, I feel like there's some beauty to be found in just the normalcy of life sometimes. It's nice to just kind of take time to stop and reflect and enjoy a cup of coffee. Speaking of which, let's do that now. That's some good stuff. And I gotta drink it before it gets cold, because this coffee kind of tastes like crap when it gets cold, so I gotta make sure to do that. You guys probably heard that, right? One of the cats over there, we had a broom leaning up against the wall, and they went and knocked it down. They knocked it down onto the carpeted side of the floor, so it didn't make a loud sound. But, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, the reason I was talking about it being early in the morning is that on weekends, Kayla works really early. I think I might have said that last week, actually. I might have recorded a vlog last week when Kayla worked. Yeah, she works really early in the morning, so yesterday I couldn't walk her to work. I did last week, and that was when I reinstalled Pokemon Go, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna actually try walking more to get more steps in. But I didn't wake up early enough on last Sunday to walk her to work, but I did today, which is funny because yesterday I didn't. It's almost the complete reverse of each other. Last week, on Saturday night into Sunday morning, I played Trails in the Sky second chapter almost all night. I played it until way too late, but eventually I got tired and fell asleep, so I just didn't wake up. Or I did wake up when Kayla did, and I'm like, I am way too tired. I'm just gonna go back to bed. But then this week, the exact opposite happened. On Friday night, going into Saturday morning, I played Trails in the Sky second chapter again until way too late. And then didn't wake up, or I briefly woke up when Kayla was going to work. I woke up just long enough to say, to tell her bye. But then this morning, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go to bed early so I can walk her to work. And that's what I did. It's been a nice morning. A little cold. It's kind of cold outside. But then, of course, immediately once I walk back into the house, it's way too hot because I had the heat on. And so I just turned the thermostat down, so that way the heat turns on less frequently. And I'm probably about to crack some windows open, actually. Once I finish my coffee, my plan is to get some cleaning done around the house. And hopefully have a decent last day off before going back into the work week. My job is really not that bad, to be honest. I'm not dreading going back. It's actually a really nice job with a lot of really nice people, and I'm looking forward to working with them more. Well, you guys are able to see the more clear blue skies over there. I see a little bit of light peeking in from back there. Yeah, I'm hoping to make today a good day. I don't know if I'll record any more vlogs after this. I might, but this one's been pretty long. And it's basically just been me ranting the whole time, so I'm not sure how fun it's gonna be to watch, but I don't know. Maybe some of you guys enjoy this kind of stuff. Maybe you enjoy just hearing some random person on the internet speak. Some random person on the internet who is not hostile and who does not harbor very strong feelings or opinions. I am not one to argue on the internet over trite things. That's how I feel. I do have some strong philosophies sometimes that I'll argue about, but I won't generally argue about them with people. I'll usually just argue in my head, and if I see someone going against that philosophy, then I just say, you know what, that's just how people are. Oh yeah, I just remembered, I had a weird dream. I've talked about him before, but if any of you know Dr. K from the Healthy Gamer channel, the Armchair therapist, basically, I had a dream that he was doing some video project where he was like giving advice while working out, and I think I met him and he was like, I'm tired of doing these videos and I'm going to take a break for a while. And I went back and watched the video, and it was of him like enthusiastically working out and giving freaking psychological advice to his viewers. And I in the dream it felt so normal, but now I'm realizing it's a dream and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess it kind of does, because he's all about, you know, promoting health and just general physical and mental and spiritual well-being, so I guess it's not too out there that he would just randomly work out while giving advice, but it just seemed strange. I forgot I even had that dream in the first place. So, well, thank you, Dr. K, for providing that weird subconscious experience, I guess. I guess that just means I need to watch more of his videos. It's been a little bit since I really watched any YouTube. I've been mostly watching Chugga Conroy's playthroughs. I finished watching his Majora's Mask playthrough, so I'm moving on to Skyward Sword. And at the same time, I'm watching his Splatoon 2 playthrough. I'm still a few episodes behind on that because, I mean, he uploads daily and I don't always get the time to watch them, but I've been doing my best to keep up on them. I hear my cat's doing something weird. Man. I forgot how much I miss doing this, just kind of doing these longer vlogs. Like, my arm's not really getting tired because I have it, like, well, I mean, you can't see down there very well because it's just a dark mass, but I have it resting on my knee while I hold the tripod up, so works out just fine. Alright, let's take another sip of coffee together. I hope you guys have been managing. I was gonna say I hope you guys have been doing well, but I know that life can get crazy and a lot of people just probably aren't doing well. So I hope you've been managing. And if you're still here, that's awesome, because you deserve to be here, even if everything in life is treating you like crap. Because I understand that feeling. Sometimes it feels like the whole world's against you. That's how I felt like a month ago, and that's how I've been feeling recently. Sometimes it just feels like you've got everyone against you. And it doesn't make sense sometimes, but I feel like I am no psychologist, I am no therapist, so take my words with a grain of salt, and with as much doubt as you can muster. But the way I feel is that when you get into those moods, when it feels like the whole world's against you, it feels like everything around you is just sucking, I feel it's important to kind of get out of our own egos and remember we're not that important. We're not important enough for the whole damn world to be against us. So it's like, if it feels like that, it's probably just a stroke of bad luck or just a bunch of things piling on top of each other. It's not just you. Like, everyone's dealing with problems, and I'm not invalidating anyone's problems. I realize how that sounded after I said it. I don't mean to invalidate anyone's problems. I'm not the kind of person who says to someone, like, if you're dealing with depression, it's like, oh, someone in the world has it worse. I'm not one of those people. It's like, your problems are valid, and you deserve to understand that. What I mean to say is that you're not alone. That's a better way to put it. Because I feel like we all have those days. We all feel like the whole world's against us and everything's just tumbling down. And that's okay. Let yourself feel upset, let yourself feel angry, let yourself feel sad. Like, all that matters is that once you're done feeling those, you pick yourself back up, clean up, have a nice shower, drink some coffee, tea, or whatever it is you drink. Take a deep breath, and realize we're all just a mere speck in the universe. We humans are not as large as we think we are. Money doesn't make us, like, we aren't gods. Even though, like, maybe sometimes if you get an awesome kill in a game, you feel like a god. Now that's okay. You may be a gamer god, but we aren't gods. We can't just carry the weight of the world on our shoulders all the time. Because the world is big, but the universe is bigger. So, if you're having one of those days where it feels like everything is just crashing down, look at the sky. Like, especially at night, look at the stars. Realize how many of those stars out there are so far away, but are probably massive enough. They have to be real big for us to be able to see them from here. Realize how small we are in the grand scheme of things. Don't let yourself spiral into an existential crisis. Acknowledge how small we are and rejoice in that. Because when you realize how small we are, you understand that our problems are small too. Our problems are even smaller than that, because we're bigger than our problems. I mean, we live these full lives, regardless of how short or long our lives may be. I mean, they're short in the grand scheme of things, but to us, they're long. We spend every moment of every day with ourselves. And you've still got a life to live, and it's important to not be too hard on yourself when things aren't going right. Like, just take a step back, breathe, and realize that, not everything's about our problems. Our problems don't consist of our lives. There's a lot of good that happens in our lives, and it can be hard to see that when we're buried with problems. I think I just needed to tell myself that more than anything else, but, if you find any truth in these words, then more power to you. I feel like that's just more of a reminder to myself to slow down and take a breather, really. And I think that's what I'll do. At least I'll try to. Let's take one last sip of coffee here. I could wax poetic about frigging philosophy or whatever the crap all day, but, it gets to a point where it can get redundant, so I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if I don't see you later, I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow.